Yes, sir.
Amen.
I want you to hear me now. Your adversary is going to be in your house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aaron and Miriam, Moses' brother and sister. The sister said, had nothing to do with where they are now, but I got to find something to accuse you of. You didn't have no business marrying that black woman, no way. Hello, somebody. But I invite you this morning to listen to me because you don't need to mess with God. So God struck Miriam with the leprosy. And at the same time, he told Moses to tell the people to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. You know, every now and again, we need to go outside of our troubles, Brother Parker. We need to go outside of our troubles, Sister Crumpton, and we need to sit down and say, Lord, I don't know what to do, but I know you know what to do, so speak to me. I'm going to be crying and just listen to you talk to me. But the problem with us is we tell the Lord what we want him to do, and after we tell him what we want him to do, we get up and start doing something else, but we need to stand still. Hello, somebody. We need to sit down. We don't need to get on the telephone and call our friends. We don't need to get on the telephone and call our mother. We don't need to get on the telephone and call our father, but we need to stand still and listen to the Lord. Speak to our heart. He will direct our path. Free yourself of offenses. I don't need Brother Skinner to tell me that the Lord will make a way somehow, because I've read that already, and all I got to do is believe it in my heart that God will. Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
I come to let you know that Satan is here to trigger the opposition. They engineered the testimony of others against him. Don't you know that because you are in the church house, did you hear what I said? Yes. The church house, that everybody is not free of the devil. Hello, somebody. Whether you know it or not, Brother Collins, somebody brought the devil in here with them this morning. And he's lurking right around in the sanctuary to see whom he can devour.
All right.
Oh yes, they look like, they walk like, they act like everybody else in here, but they got a whole lot of hell on the inside. Offenses. Free yourself of offenses. Don't let your child, don't let your husband, don't let your wife, don't let your friend cause you to send your soul to hell. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he will direct your path. Come to let you know today that the Lord can be your shepherd if you let him. He is the one that leads you beside still waters. He is the one that will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemy. But you have to allow him to do so. God has never forced himself on anyone.
Amen.
But he says, I stand with outstretched arms. Whosoever will, let him come. And I will in no wise cast them away. I don't know about you, but I know God had something in mind this morning, because I searched notes. Last night, my wife can tell you, I had the table full. I had the bed full. Hello, somebody. And I was almost ready to go under the bed and pull out my case on the left. But it was now about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I still didn't have a word from the Lord. Now, when you have about 100, 150 sermons in front of you, and everything you read from Brown, from Crumpton, from Parker, and Sister Layard, nothing touched the heart. Then you know that the Lord is working on something that you don't even know anything about. But he knows that there's somebody need to hear this. So my wife woke me up this morning at 6:20, and I couldn't get out of bed. Amen. The next thing I know, she was waking me up again, and it was 7:20. I got up, and I went and did what I had to do, and I came back and sat on the edge of the bed. And I always keep a pad by my bed, prepared. If I hear something that clicks, or if the Lord give me something, I jot it down. And the Spirit of the Lord said, look in the bookshelf and go through those little pieces of paper you have there. And I went through that, and it says, free of offenses. And the Spirit said, that's it.
All right.
And you know, when God gives you something, there is no red tape. All I had to do was just sit down and look. I didn't have to look it up because I know what offenses are. But I like to have more than one definition. And that's all I had to do was write down the definition. Because God is true to his word. And I come to let you know today that if you keep your life free of offenses, hear me well. If you keep your life free of offenses, God will do the rest.
Yes.
Now don't think because you get rid of one offense, you're free. Because every time you nail a plate down on one side, it pops up on the other.
Well,
Amen.
And if you nail it down on both ends, it'll pop up in the middle. Hello, somebody. But if God is on your side, it can pop up anywhere it wants, Brother Tom. Hello, somebody. It can pop up anywhere it wants to, because God got us covered. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. All you have to do is hold on to his unchanging hand.